Alright folks, this is Mike with M&M Precision Painting, and today we're back with another how-to. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to cut a straight line on a wall and on your trim like a laser. But before you do, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you like our videos, and here we go.
Are you still looking at me?
Alright folks, for this one, only tools you're going to need are simple paintbrush. I'm using a 2.5 inch angle sash, so per D, some frog tape, and some paint. We're using cashmere today, and preferably you want to use a cutting bucket, but just for the instance of this video, I'm not going to use that, so just because I'm painting a small place. Anywho, so yeah, those are all the tools you need, and we're going to go ahead and get started. All right, folks, one of the things I forgot to mention was also a caulking gun and some caulking. Anywho, so we're just going to use this little section right here to show you how we paint straight lines with some frog tape. So all you're going to want to do is take your frog tape, peel a little section off, maybe go like 8 to 12 inches at a time. Be careful too. A lot of times when you're peeling this tape off, it will stretch on you, and one side will come out longer than the other, and it'll cause a sort of curvature in your line. But what you're going to want to do right here is just make a nice straight line on your wall. Roll some more out. A little straighter than that, maybe. You can always pick this back up and you screw it up a little bit. One thing you can do, make sure you press that edge down really well. One thing you can do too is, a lot of times if I'm doing like an accent wall or something, I'll chalk a line with the chalk box, chalk a line, and just paint above or below it relative to where my line is. Anywho, so after you do that, you're gonna go across the top of your tape. If you're painting on this side, so the side you're painting on is where you want to caulk, and you just take a little bit of clear caulking there, and you want to run a bead right on the top of this guy, just a really small tiny bead. And don't worry about if you get it like right in the tape. As you can see, this is a really textured wall. What I'll do is I'll just wipe down like this, just to ensure that all the caulking gets bridged from the wall to the tape itself. And then I'll go back, do one of these guys, like that. Make sure it's peeled off of there. All right, now the next step is going to be to paint. Stay tuned. All right, guys, got my paintbrush. I'm gonna load it up a little bit, and we're gonna make sure to stay on this side. And you don't want to press too hard. This wall's obviously gonna need 2 coats. Dip a little more paint in there. There you go. Don't press down too hard. Now, while your paint's still and your caulking's still wet. All right, folks, look at that line. I'll give you guys a close up here in a sec. A little bleed through right there. I'll go ahead and wipe it. But this is the idea right here. I don't know if you guys can see that line, but that, well, I just messed it up, but that's a laser straight line right there. So that's how you caulk a straight, or paint a straight line on a wall with caulk. And now I'm going to show you the windowsill. All right, guys, just wanted to show you this close up of this line. Look at that. That is how you paint extremely sharp lines. All right, ready? All right, folks, so this is your trim. You're gonna want to do this around every part of your trim. You could probably skip the tops. You could probably just cut those in, but what I like to do is, as you can see right here on this trim, there's a gap because this is wood trim, where it hasn't been caulked. What I'm gonna do is, when I put my tape on, I'm gonna leave that gap open so that when I caulk it, it'll cover. And then as I'm putting my tape on, and I want to leave a little bit of the trim showing. I know you guys can probably see that. So just a little bit. That way, when I do paint it, it's going to be an even straighter line than you could get. And so if there is caulking here, same thing. You're not going to want to tape right in that joint. You want to leave just a little bit of the trim to make your straight line there. All right, and you're going to want to do this all the way around all your trim, door jambs, etc. So after you've done that, you're just going to take your clear caulking, and just like with the wall, you're going to run a bead, really small bead right here, and clean up any excess like this. Now you're going to take your paintbrush, kind of lightly go over that guy. This one's going to need 2 coats. I think I mentioned that already. Make sure that guy's in there really good, that paint. And like I said before the caulking and paint dries, just going to peel your tape, and you should have a super duper straight line there, as you can see. And that's how you make laser lines on all your trim. And yeah, so stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. All right, folks, thanks for joining us on this how-to. Don't forget to subscribe. Should have some videos right here. Like us on Facebook, Instagram, and yeah, keep up the support. And until next time, thanks and have a good one.
Still looking at me. Why you- yeah.